Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make some cards and I'm going to do mixed media and pattern paper. These are Distress Embossing Glazes. I had someone ask questions about them and I wanted to showcase them along with these Dollar Tree stickers. I just loved these so much and they have so many cute stickers out right now. So I just wanted to do a video dedicated to them. Okay, I'm making mine like really Southwest. So I'm using that border. I'm going to use this adorable sentiment on all the cards. It just cracks me up. This company makes the best sentiments. And then I will use some gilding flakes. I'm going to make mini slimline, regular slimline, A2. Here we go. All right, so I have these mini slimline bases that I cut. I cut these to 5.5 by 7, and then I scored at 3.5 on the 7-inch side. And then these are just scraps that I had, and I thought, oh, this might work on a mini slimline. Okay, so these cat cactuses are just so adorable. It's so funny. I love cactus from a distance. I don't actually like to have any at my house or in my yard, but I love it in everybody else's yard. And I love imagery of cactus. I just don't want anything prickly around. Well, we have roses, but anyways. So I am going to do two cards that are very similar here. Just because if I'm making one, it's just as easy to make two usually. So you'll see me kind of tackle these like I would if I was mass producing cards. So, you know, cutting all my paper down to the same size all at once, stamping all at once, doing all the steps for each individual card, and then moving on to the next step. So I had a dear friend in the comments section. I had mentioned embossing glazes before, and she's like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, oh, well, I should do a video because I have really fallen in love with these glazes. So I did show you there that this stamp set, it's an older one from Fiskars, and I really like this stamp set. It's not photopolymer, it's acrylic stamps, but I don't have a problem with acrylic stamps at all. They stamp lovely for me and they last long enough. I've never had a set go bad, you know? Okay, today I'm going to use this embossing dauber quite a bit. I know when I first saw it, I was like, great, I don't need an embossing dauber. I have embossing pads. And then I decided I did need one. And I'm really glad I have it. So this gold here that I'm showing you guys, I'm kind of laying this down as the base. Always wear your mask if you feel inclined when you're embossing because you're melting plastic in the air. Anyways, this is just standard embossing powder, okay? And standard embossing powder is typically very opaque. I stamped it over the edge there so you could see that it covers the black stamped image, right? So it's very opaque, it's very solid, which is wonderful. Sometimes we really want that and need that. Embossing glaze is different, however. So you use it the same, you use the embossing ink, and I'm just kind of stamping it all over because it's my background. And I'm making sure I get enough. The Tim Holtz embossing ink is very good, both the dauber and the ink pad, but they don't look as juicy as my other ones, so I'm never sure if I'm getting enough or not. It's a little tricky for me. All right, so now I'm putting down this Distress Embossing Glaze. And so I'm using fossilized amber, and then I'm also using cracked pistachio because these just scream Southwest to me. And then I'm gonna melt these down. Now, this doesn't have the same kind of like on-camera wow factor when you're melting it because it's transparent. So that's one of the big deals about an embossing glaze, is that they're transparent and not opaque. So you can still see your stamped images through the embossing glaze. The other really cool thing, which I will show y'all in this video, is that you can layer your embossing glazes. So you can do lots of different colors and emboss it all. One of my favorite things about it as well is that it's so shiny. I mean, this is like mega gloss, which I'm also going to show y'all throughout the video just how glossy and scrumptious the Distress Embossing Glaze is. Okay, so these are going to be pretty simple. I'm just adding some extra foam to the back of my stickers here, and then I'm going to pop them up. And I just think they're the cutest. I really liked these, and I mean, they're the right price. They're $1 for all of these stickers. So today I made 7 cards with this one sheet of stickers. I think that's pretty good. All right. So when I emboss, I typically use my ATG or a tape runner, and I put tape all over the back, and that way it lays nice and flat, and you can't tell that it maybe was warped a little from the embossing. Another thing you could do is before you put your sticker on, you could run it through your die cutting machine if you have one, without any dies, obviously. Just put a piece of paper. I like to sandwich mine with like a piece of notebook paper so I don't get any residue on it, and run it through, and that helps flatten it as well. So now I stamped up my sentiment, and I did use the same glaze on just scrap pieces of paper again, because I want them as a background to my sentiment, and I want them to match the card. So I kind of just made myself some background paper with the glaze like that. And then I'll just glue this down. I do think that glue is probably best if you're adhering anything onto the glaze. I think it'll stick better than like foam tape. If you have a really strong tape adhesive, it might work as well, but I think glue might be the best. So I'm going to put those on the inside. Y'all can see the insides of the cards at the end of the video, but today I did also do a little bit of the insides with you. Okay, so now I'm going to use this same stamp. And one of the great things about the stamp set is it's perfect for making patterns. So I'm going to make my own pattern paper with it. And this is a slimline, just a standard slimline. And this is my card front. So this measures, I believe I measured this one at 3 1/4 by 8. So I just cut it out of colored cardstock, and now I'm stamping it up and making it a patterned paper. So you guys, well, let me explain this. So I'm using my tape runner here, and I'm going to use that for my gilding flakes. So I just put down 2 widths worth is what I wanted. So that makes this about 1/2 inch. And now I can just rub my gilding flakes over the top of it. And I just love the richness that this adds, especially like to Southwest design stuff. It has just such a nice sheen and texture to it. But I just think it adds elegance and a richness and to the cards. I really love gilding flakes. And on this one, I'm going to use 3 of my stickers. Okay, so I lost my mojo, and it was all for good reasons. I've been working 50 and 60-hour weeks at my real job since the first of the year. And I think it just finally kind of took its toll on me, to be honest. And especially once I realized that there's kind of no end in sight for the year, I kept hoping you know, by May I would be done with it, or June, and that's not happening. So it just kind of killed my spirit a little bit, to be honest. And, you know, things are opening up and I'm wanting to go lots of places. I've had my first shot. My husband's fully vaccinated. We're not completely opening things up until our kids can be vaccinated, um, but we're still just trying to go to more green belts and parks. And in fact, I'm going to show y'all at the end of this video some pictures I took at the botanical gardens last weekend, um, from like the Texas freeze killing the cactus garden there. It's pretty incredible. I'm going to show y'all the skeleton of a cactus. It's wild. Okay, so I wanted to show you here that I embossed that with the green, and it came out, it looks clear. So if you didn't have a clear embossing powder, you could use the glaze. And like I said before, it's super glossy and thick, and it's just very nice. So it makes a great clear glaze as well if you're using a dark ink like black. And now I'm using my dauber, and I'm going to layer up the embossing powders. So I did the green, and with the dauber, I really want to explore making maybe a bokeh background with it, because you can see you can get some nice little circles. So I think you could do a bokeh technique, which would be really fun. And now I'm just going to melt this all down, and then I'm going to show y'all how it shines. It's gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. Anyway, so yeah, I think I just, you know, I was running so hard, so fast for so long that I finally just decided to take a break. So that's where I've been and what I've been up to. Everything is good. Everything is wonderful. I just had to slow down what I could slow down, knowing that there were aspects of my life that I didn't have a choice or a say in, and that they're not going to slow down. So it made me pull back on other things. And unfortunately, one of those things was my YouTube channel. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And, you know I'm behind on comments, on responding to comments, but I am reading them, and you'll know I read them because I'm going to put a heart, and I like them. And I just want you to know that it really lifts my spirits. It means so much to me. It keeps me doing this, honestly. The engagement from you guys keeps me going, because this is completely optional part of my life. And when there are things that are so demanding on me that aren't optional, it would be easy to pull back on things. But I just love the community that I have here with you guys, and just knowing that you enjoy my channel and enjoy my content, and that you spend your time with me, it means the world to me. And so I just keep it going. Plus, this is what I love. I really do. But last weekend was the first weekend, well, actually, I guess it was the second weekend that I haven't been in my craft room at all. I didn't even step foot in there. And as you guys may know, Saturday is my day to craft. So it's pretty crazy that I just didn't even craft. But I have a few videos coming up for you, and I'm going to keep it consistent. And my love is still there. I'm just getting my head back in the game. I'm sure y'all have heard lots of people talk like that. It's just one of those things. I think maybe y'all have even felt it yourself. You come in and out. It's an ebb and a flow of energy. All right, so maybe mixed media is not your thing. I get it. You may not be interested in embossing glazes at all. That's cool. You can still rock these Dollar Tree stickers with some pattern paper, which I made 3 pattern paper cards and loved them. Now, this is my go-to. This kind of style is like one sheet of double-sided paper, When you cut it down to your card base, you'll have this nice little strip left over. You flip it over. I mean, it's really simple design, but it's totally my go-to. In fact, if I'm ever just needing to start a warm-up like I'll need to do this week, then I can make a few of these and kind of just get my juices flowing. Now this one I made it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then the remainder strip right there I just glued on top. I did bring in a little scrap for my sentiment as a background, or a matting layer for my sentiments. There it is. And then I'm just going to pop up the sticker. Really easy stuff. Guys, I'm going to be on Craft Roulette this Friday. I'm so excited. Mary needed someone to fill in, and I'm filling in. So I'm so excited. If you guys want to catch me, it'll be at 6:30 Central Time on Friday here on YouTube at Craft Roulette. All right, so I didn't make these on camera, but of course I'm going to show them to you. So this is one of the patterned paper cards. And I have another. Very simple designs, but you know, when you're working with beautiful paper, you don't have to go crazy. You can keep it simple. Here's the one we made together on camera. And with these, I also kept the insides pretty simple, just added some paper and that funny sentiments. And here are the mini slimlines. Again, they just shine. Oh, I really like these. And here's how I finish the insides. Let me know, do you guys play with embossing glazes? Have you seen them before? I think they're just really, really cool. I feel blessed to have them as a tool in my craft room. And this one I had done on a die cut, which is fun. To me, this is a pretty clean and simple card. And there's how I finish the inside of that one. And my slimline. So fun. I added some hearts to that as well. Those 3 little hearts drifting up there. And thank you guys so much. I hope you didn't mind all my chit chat. I just wanted to share with y'all where my head's been. And if you want to hang out with me on Friday night live again at Craft Roulette, I would love that. I'm going to have a couple more videos this week. Here is the cactus from the botanical gardens. And look at this. You can see the skeleton on the inside. Isn't that cool? So, so cool. We had such a nice time there. All right. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.